Hello and welcome. Today we're going to start off a little bit differently. We're going to start in child's pose. So you can make your way into your child's pose. If you want to have your legs wide, you may, or just underneath of your hips. Sending the hips back, arms can reach forward, relax your head down. Trying to breathe into the pelvis, establishing a connection with that area. Allowing your awareness and your breath to spread. As you exhale, contract the pelvic and abdominal muscles, pushing the air out. Inhale, release those muscles, inviting the air back in. Your next inhale, we're going to come forward into just a tabletop position. Exhale, squeezing the pelvic muscles, sending it back into your child's pose again. Inhale forward. Exhale, child's pose. Once more. Your next inhale, come forward into your tabletop. We'll walk our hands forward, tuck our toes under, make our way into a plank position today. And line up your plank so your wrists are underneath of your shoulders. Your feet are perpendicular to the floor. You're on the balls of your feet. Nice and strong here, pushing the floor away. Envisioning your body as a straight line. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze your abdominals, make your way to downward dog. Hips shift up and back. And without moving our hands or our feet, inhale back to your plank. Exhale, downward dog. Again, inhale to plank. And exhale to your downward dog. Once more, inhale to plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down to your belly. Excellent. From here, with a little bit of weight in the fingertips, peel your chest up off the mat. Draw your shoulder blades behind you. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Excellent. Bring your hands by your sides. You're going to reach back behind you. What we're going to do is lift our feet up off the mat. Your kneecaps will lift, feet will lift. We're going to peel our chest up, shooting the arms back. It might be a little shaky. Breathing. Have 2 full breaths. Maybe lifting a little bit higher. And your exhale, lowering down. Bring your hands underneath of your shoulders. Push yourself up through tabletop. Tucking the toes back to your downward dog. We'll walk to our hands. And find a forward fold. You can bring your hands to the backs of your legs, reach for opposite elbows. Maybe you're pulling your big toes, whatever you like, and let your head hang heavy. Maybe swaying a little bit side to side. Feeling the low back and the hamstrings opening up a little bit. Inhale, we'll find halfway lift. We're going to spend a little bit of extra extra time here. So drawing your shoulder blades together, nice straight spine, envisioning your spine straight out of your tailbone all the way to the tip of your head. So you can draw your head. Often our head is kind of leaning forward, so draw your head in, almost giving yourself a little bit of a double chin, nice and long, straight spine. Breathe in. On your exhale, melt it back down to your forward fold, bending the knees. Full breath in brings us to standing. Reach up, rise up. Exhale, hands come to your hearts. Step our right foot back, coming into a warrior two. Gazes over our front middle finger, hips are open. Relax your shoulders out of your ears, and also try and think of a nice tall spine. We're going to inhale, straighten through the front leg, flip your front palm, reach both hands up overhead, turn your head. Exhale, turning your head forward again, bending into that knee, gaze over the front middle finger. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeezing those pelvic and abdominal muscles, coming back down into your warrior two. Once more. Excellent. We're going to straighten through the front leg. Walk your right foot in a little bit. Coming into triangle pose. So reaching your right arm forward as far as you can. Letting that hand drop to the inside of that leg. And right arm is going to reach up to the sky. You can turn your head, look up at your right hand. Again, trying to think of a nice tall spine, extending your spine nice and long, gazes upward. You can close your eyes. Look up at your right hand, and we're going to come all the way back up to standing back into our warrior. And one more for you. So next we're going to come into eagle arms with our warrior. So left arm's going to come underneath, the right can stack on top. Reach around for either the palms or the back of your hands can be together. Either way, keeping our hips open, lift your arms up and tilt your hands away from your face. Noticing the space between your shoulder blades, keeping a tall spine, tucking the chin a little bit. Breathing. Slowly unraveling those hands. We're going to turn our toes so they're pointing to the corners of your mat. And coming into goddess pose. So you can sit down, kind of in a sumo squat position. Finding a tall spine once again. Feeling a little bit of a burn on the thighs. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. When you're done your rest, you can straighten through the legs, and we'll walk it forward to the front of the mat again. And do it on the other side. So left foot's going to step back this time. Rotate on those toes. Coming into your warrior two. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Gazes forward. Front knees bent. Legs are nice and strong here. You already know the drill. Straighten through the front leg. Flip the palms. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the abdominals, bend the front knee, turn your head forward, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Turn your head. Exhale. Lowering the arms. Again. Last one. Excellent. Straighten through the front leg. Walk your back leg in a little bit. Reaching the arms to the sides. Reach your right arm forward as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Letting that hand come to the inside of your thigh. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Look up. Again, tall spine. Checking in with the shoulders as well. Breathing from your pelvis to your collarbones. Inhale, slowly coming up. We will bend the front knee, coming back into our warrior two. Our right arm's going to be at the bottom this time, left arm stacks on top. Bring the hands together, lift your elbows up and tilt your hands away from your face. Again, noticing the space that we are creating, breathing awareness and vitality into the upper back. Slowly we'll undo the arms. We're going to turn our toes so they're pointing at opposite corners of the mat again. Coming into our goddess legs. This time we're going to switch it up a little bit. Bend forward a little bit. Find a tall spine. We're going to rotate and kind of come into a twist. So you can turn your head up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale to center. Switch sides. Inhale. Turn and look. Exhale to center. Excellent. Straightening through both legs, coming up off our hands. We can come back up to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. You can step or hop to the back of your mat, finding a downward dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Bend the knee. Bring that knee behind your right wrist. Rotate the foot inward. Kind of like you were going to come into pigeon, but today it's going to look a little bit different. So balance with your legs this way can be difficult. So kind of adjust. Maybe moving your knee inward or outward, pushing into the top of your feet and both knees, hugging the inner thighs in together. So maybe you're like this is good enough for you, you've had enough. You can stay there for 2 breaths, or you can peel up off your hands. Again, finding a tall spine just like before, tucking your chin a little bit if you wish. Inhale, reach both arms up. Have 2 breaths here. Amazing. Hands come around, back to the floor, tuck the back toes under, downward dog. Paddle it out. And switch sides. Left foot reaches up. Bending the knee, bringing the knee behind the left wrist, rotating that foot inward. Again, finding your foundation here, untucking the back toes, walking your fingertips maybe a little bit closer to your leg, noticing how that feels, maybe coming up off those hands, and finding your active pigeon pose. Reach your arms up, tall spine here. 2 breaths. Wherever you are. Hands come around. Back to the floor, tuck the back toes under, downward dog, pedal it out. Inhale to plank, exhale, lower to your belly. Next one's a little bit challenging. Bend your knees so your feet are going to come a little bit closer to you. Reach your hands around, reaching for those feet. Flip your hands so that they're on the inside. Your thumbs are on the backs of your feet. And your hands are on the inside of your feet. This might be enough for you. You can hang out here. If it's too much, you can have your legs extended on the mat and your arms to your sides like how we started practice. But what we're going to try to do in our bow pose is lift the legs up, lift your chest, open up your heart. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths, wherever you are. Maybe a little bit higher with each breath. After 3 breaths, slowly lowering. Let your feet fall to the ground, coming into crocodile pose. So hands can come underneath of your face for a little pillow. Feet are almost as wide or wider than the mat. Turn your toes so they're turned away from one another. Relax. Inhale, we'll slowly come back up to a seated position. Awesome job. Extending the right leg, hugging the left leg in. Option to cross this leg over the right, whatever you prefer though. All right, wherever you are, find a tall spine, hug the leg in nice and close to you. Your right leg is active, turn those toes so they're looking at you. Inhale here. Find a tall. Scooping the right arm around this knee. Left arm's going to scoop behind you. Find the fingertips. Can find the floor. Nice tall spine. Finding a twist. Rotating your head towards your left shoulder. Make our way back through center. We're going to bring this foot to the inside of this leg. And we'll do a single leg seated forward fold. So bending that knee, bringing your belly in contact with the top of your thigh. You can slowly fold over this leg for a few breaths. Inhale, we'll slowly rise up. Switching legs. So now left's extended, right can cross over or is just next to the left leg. Inhale, hug your leg in nice and close, find a tall spine. Scooping the left arm around, reach your right behind you, fingertips find the floor, find a tall spine, twist. Bringing your right leg to the inside, tucking that foot in, and again you can bend through the left knee. We'll slowly fold over this leg, kind of bringing your nose towards your knee. Having a few breaths here, letting your spine roll over this leg. Inhale, slowly make your way back up to seated. We'll make our way onto our backs. You can hug both your legs into your chest, giving yourself a quick hug. You can rock side to side. And keeping the right leg in close, we'll extend the left leg out. Breathing pelvis to collarbones, maybe noticing your exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. We'll slowly switch legs, so right leg can extend. We'll hug the left one in for a moment. On your own time, you can extend both legs out, coming into savasana or corpse pose. Letting your shoulders melt down into the mat. Scanning through the body, noticing if there's any areas of discomfort. Notice your feet, your legs, your head, your neck, your arms, your back. Letting your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Allowing yourself to sink into a relaxed state, feeling the floor supporting you, closing the eyes. Begin to bring yourself back to this moment. Inhale, fill the belly with air. Exhale, let it out the mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And our ankles and wrists. Reaching our hands up overhead to get a full body stretch. Making our way onto our right side. Observe how you feel, observe your thoughts. Using the left hand on the floor in front of you, pushing yourself up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed if you wish. And again, finding a tall spine one last time. tucking the chin, relaxing the shoulders, finding your breath. Maybe having 5 long, slow, juicy breaths to finish our practice. And bring your hands to your heart, let your eyes open. Thank you so much for your support. From my heart to yours, namaste.